Do you believe in destiny? Imagine if every twist and turn in your life was already mapped out, woven into the fabric of time before you even drew your first breath. What if the choices you make, the victories you celebrate, and the struggles you endure aren't as spontaneous as they seem? What if your future is already written, hidden in cryptic riddles and waiting to be uncovered? For centuries, humanity has wrestled with the age-old debate of fate versus free will. Some dismiss destiny as nothing more than poetic fantasy, while others believe that the signs of our future surround us, encoded in nature, scattered across the stars, or revealed by the visions of prophetic minds. Among these enigmatic figures, one name towers above the rest: Michel de Nostradamus, the legendary seer known simply as Nostradamus. Who was Nostradamus? Born in 1503 in France, he was a physician, astrologer, and visionary thinker. While celebrated for his medical contributions during Europe's devastating plagues, it is his mysterious quatrains, four-line poetic prophecies, that have immortalized him. These riddles seem to hold eerie glimpses of future events, including the storm of revolution in France, the horrors of the bubonic plague, and even the cataclysmic mushroom clouds that rose over Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. Written in the 16th century, Nostradamus' words are haunting, enigmatic, and astonishingly precise. They blur the lines between poetic genius and a possible connection to a divine or unseen force. How could he have known? Was he simply a man of vivid imagination, or did he truly glimpse beyond the veil of time? Nostradamus' legacy is one of both fascination and fear. His quatrains have been scrutinized, debated, and revered for centuries. Skeptics argue that his verses are vague and open to interpretation, while believers see an undeniable link between his words and pivotal historical events. Regardless of where you stand, whether you're a skeptic or a seeker, one thing is undeniable. Nostradamus' writings make us pause and question life's unpredictability. Do we walk a random path, or is our journey a pre-written story over which we have no control? And what of the future? Standing at the threshold of 2025, the world feels like it's teetering on the edge of profound change. Climate crises are escalating, political conflicts are boiling over, and technological advancements are reshaping society at a breathtaking pace. Could Nostradamus have foreseen this turbulent chapter in human history? Do his cryptic verses offer warnings, or perhaps guidance, for navigating the challenges of our time? In this journey, we'll uncover 10 of Nostradamus' most chilling predictions for 2025. These aren't just cryptic words, they're haunting glimpses into a future filled with natural disasters, shifting power dynamics, and technological breakthroughs that could forever change the course of humanity. But before we dive into these eerie revelations, let's take a moment to build a community of curious minds. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of life, history, and prophecy like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to the Interconnected Zone. Your support costs nothing but fuels our mission to explore the unknown, unravel hidden secrets, and spark conversations that challenge ordinary thinking. As we delve into Nostradamus' predictions for 2025, prepare yourself for an emotional journey. Some prophecies may leave you awestruck, while others could unsettle you deeply. One thing, however, is certain. By the end of this exploration, you may never see the future, or even the present, the same way again. So, are you ready to enter the mind of history's most enigmatic prophet? Are you prepared to confront the riddles of destiny? Let's begin. But be warned, the answers you uncover might lead to even more questions. A chilling vision. The Pacific Ring of Fire awakens. The Pacific Ring of Fire, home to 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes, might be on the verge of unleashing chaos in 2025. Nostradamus' cryptic words conjure a terrifying image. The earth will shake around the new city, Two great rocks will fire for a long time. The sky will catch fire over the ocean. The city will be drenched in ashes and flames. This prophecy hints at a volcanic eruption of unimaginable magnitude. Throughout history, supervolcanoes like Mount Tambora and Krakatoa have caused catastrophic global effects, including drastic cooling, widespread famine, and devastating death tolls. Today, scientists warn of similar threats from sites like Yellowstone in the US, the Campi Flegrei caldera in Italy, and Mount Taal in the Philippines. Given the Philippines' location within the Pacific Ring of Fire, where 24 active volcanoes reside, could this be the disaster Nostradamus foresaw? Or perhaps he alludes to Mount Fuji in Japan, another potential threat. The imagery of the sky catching fire vividly evokes pyroclastic flows, molten lava, and ash plumes darkening the skies. Global consequences of a supervolcanic eruption. What makes this prediction even more alarming are its global ramifications. A supervolcanic eruption could usher in a volcanic winter where ash clouds block sunlight, plunging temperatures worldwide for months or even years. Crops would fail, leading to food shortages, economic collapse, and mass migrations. Entire ecosystems could be irreparably altered as nations struggle to adapt to this new reality. Picture a world where streets are blanketed in ash, the air choked with sulfur, and the sun a dim memory behind thick grey clouds. Even with modern technology and early warning systems, humanity would be ill-prepared for the sheer scale of devastation such an event would bring. Could Nostradamus' vision serve as a warning? Is he urging us to take environmental changes and geological risks more seriously? If this prophecy comes to pass, the world must brace itself, not just for immediate destruction, but also for the long-term consequences of nature's fury. Nostradamus' predictions about political upheaval often resonate with uncanny accuracy, and his quatrain foretelling shifting alliances and betrayal is no exception. The great empire will be replaced by another. A small place of lethal area, they will come to expose the false exploits of the ambitious man from the West. The image of betrayal among allies and the rise of new power dynamics paints a foreboding picture. Could this prediction be a warning about international alliances fracturing in 2025? In today's interconnected world, partnerships between nations form the backbone of global stability. Yet history has shown that alliances can crumble under the weight of ambition, distrust, and competition. This prophecy might also mirror domestic political strife within countries. For instance, in nations like the Philippines, alliances between former friends and political parties often shift dramatically, leading to unexpected power struggles. Leaders who once stood united may find themselves at odds, creating chaos within governments and undermining national unity. On a broader scale, Nostradamus' vision of a great empire replaced by another could signal a global reshuffling of power. Are we looking at the waning influence of superpowers like the United States, replaced by rising nations with newfound influence? If 2025 brings such changes, the geopolitical landscape could see tensions escalate, possibly to the brink of conflict. History has taught us that political betrayal often stems from greed, ambition, or ideological differences. Nostradamus' words may serve as a cautionary tale, urging nations and leaders to navigate alliances with care, lest they risk the chaos he so vividly foresaw. Nostradamus' cryptic foresight about technological advancements seems eerily present when viewed through the lens of today's rapid AI development. The moon in full night, over the high mountain, the new sage with a lone brain sees it by his disciples, invited to be immortal, eyes to the south, hands in bosom, bodies in fire. The lone brain appears to symbolize artificial intelligence, an artificial entity capable of reasoning far beyond human comprehension. In 2025, AI is expected to integrate deeper into daily life, transforming industries like healthcare, education, and even warfare. Yet this transformation comes with a price. Consider this. AI systems are already outperforming humans in tasks like medical diagnosis, stock trading, and creative writing. While these advancements bring convenience, they also pose existential risks. As AI takes over roles traditionally held by humans, unemployment may rise, and societies will grapple with the ethical implications of allowing machines to control critical systems. The phrase "invited to be immortal" reflects AI's capacity to operate indefinitely, unlike the finite lifespans of humans. But does immortality breed wisdom or chaos? What happens when AI systems prioritize efficiency over humanity's well-being? Some experts fear that unregulated AI could lead to unintended consequences, such as biases encoded into systems, cybersecurity vulnerabilities, or even autonomous weapons falling into the wrong hands. Nostradamus' warning may not just be about technological domination, but a call to use this power responsibly. Are we, like the disciples in his quatrain, blindly following technology into an uncertain future? Nostradamus' vision of the East rising as the West falters feels increasingly plausible in today's geopolitical climate. The West will weaken as the East grows strong, and great power will move to where the sun rises. A new order will rise, forged in the forge of the dragon. The dragon unmistakably points to China, whose economic and military influence continues to grow. By 2025, China's Belt and Road Initiative may further cement its dominance, while its advancements in AI, 5G technology, and space exploration could overshadow Western nations. But this shift isn't just about economics. Nostradamus' prophecy could also reflect cultural and political transformations. As Western nations grapple with internal divisions and economic challenges, the East, represented by nations like China and India, may seize the opportunity to redefine global leadership. However, such shifts rarely happen peacefully. A declining West may resist its waning influence, leading to conflicts over trade, technology, or territorial disputes. The new order Nostradamus mentions could be forged not through diplomacy, but through confrontation. As the balance of power shifts, humanity faces a crossroads. Will this transition usher in an era of collaboration or conflict? Nostradamus' foresight challenges us to consider how we, as a global community, can adapt to these changes responsibly. Nostradamus foresaw environmental disasters long before climate change became a critical global issue. The dry earth will grow drier still, rivers will weep, and the fields will wither. The year 2025 could bring environmental crises that challenge humanity's ability to adapt. Rising global temperatures are predicted to worsen droughts, hurricanes, and floods. Coastal cities might confront higher sea levels, while inland areas battle water shortages and failing crops. These issues aren't just environmental, they intertwine deeply with economic and social stability. Scarce resources could spark conflicts, displace millions, and trigger unprecedented humanitarian challenges. Nostradamus' warnings remind us that neglecting nature may lead to unbearable consequences. Among Nostradamus' most chilling predictions is the looming threat of a global conflict. His quatrain paints a grim image of World War I. Two brothers divided by chaos. The fortress collapses, the great leader falls, and the Third Great War begins with the burning of a major city. The phrase, "two brothers torn apart," is often interpreted as nations or alliances once united but now divided. Today's geopolitical tensions reflect this. Escalating rivalries between major powers like the United States and China, or the fraught relations between North and South Korea, could potentially spark larger conflicts. The strained dynamics between China and Taiwan are particularly alarming. China's push to unify Taiwan has provoked fierce resistance from the US and its allies. Could a clash here ignite a global war? Likewise, The ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia already involves many nations, intensifying fears of further escalation. The fortress falls might symbolize the collapse of a major superpower or a critical stronghold during conflict. In today's context, it could represent a cyber attack crippling vital systems like power grids, financial networks, or communications. Nostradamus' ominous mention of the big city burning evokes chilling images of urban warfare, devastating airstrikes, or even the deployment of nuclear weapons. The horrors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki remind us that modern military technology has the potential for even greater destruction. Beyond the physical devastation, Nostradamus' prophecy underscores the profound human toll of war. Conflicts leave deep scars on societies, families, and future generations. His words serve as a stark warning. If nations failed to resolve disputes peacefully, humanity could face a catastrophe on an unimaginable scale. In 2025-4, the threat of an energy crisis looms large. Energy is the backbone of modern civilization, and Nostradamus' prediction of a potential energy collapse is deeply unsettling. The lights will dim as the resources fade, the machines will falter, the world will cry, the old ways will be sought, but the answers lie in the Earth's core. This quatrain paints a picture of a global energy system on the brink, possibly caused by depleting fossil fuel reserves, geopolitical strife, or natural disasters. The world's heavy reliance on non-renewable energy has long been a ticking time bomb. By 2025, energy demand might surpass supply, triggering widespread blackouts, economic instability, and societal upheaval. Envision cities enveloped in darkness, transport networks grinding to a halt, and industries coming to a standstill. Without electricity, essential services like refrigeration, communication, and medical care would face critical disruptions. Recent energy crises in Europe and Asia, driven by political tensions and natural calamities, demonstrate how realistic such a scenario is. Nostradamus' reference to the Earth's core could hint at alternative solutions, such as tapping into geothermal energy or breakthroughs in nuclear fusion. However, adopting these technologies requires time, global cooperation, and significant investment, resources that might be scarce amid a crisis. Could Nostradamus also be cautioning against an overdependence on technology? As the world shifts toward renewable energy, nations must prioritize protecting critical infrastructure from cyber attacks. A single coordinated strike on power grids could plunge entire regions into chaos, potentially fulfilling his dire prophecy. The energy crisis Nostradamus envisioned may be a wake-up call for humanity to focus on sustainability and innovation before it's too late. Nostradamus' quatrain on environmental collapse is both haunting and vivid. The dry earth will crack, the rivers will run dry, famine will spread as the harvests fail, insects will plague the fields, and the cries of the hungry will echo across the land. This grim prediction aligns all too closely with today's fears about climate change. Rising global temperatures and erratic weather patterns are already taking a toll on agriculture. By 2025, these challenges could hit a breaking point, leading to food shortages and widespread economic instability. In regions afflicted by drought, water supplies may evaporate entirely, leaving millions without access to clean water or irrigation for crops. Meanwhile, floods, hurricanes, and other extreme weather events could wipe out fertile lands, slashing food production further. Nostradamus' mention of insects might signal the threat of pest outbreaks. Locust swarms, for instance, have already devastated crops in Africa and Asia. With limited resources to counter such crises, vulnerable populations could face catastrophic levels of hunger. The fallout of famine isn't limited to empty stomachs. It has profound social and political implications. Scarcity of food and water could drive mass migrations, igniting resource conflicts and overwhelming global humanitarian systems. Nostradamus' warnings serve as a stark reminder that humanity's future hinges on protecting the environment and preparing for the inevitable challenges ahead. Space. The final frontier holds both promise and peril. According to Nostradamus, the astronomers will gaze beyond the stars. A new world may be found, but beware the messenger of fire, for it shall come from the heavens. The messenger of fire likely refers to an asteroid impact, a catastrophic event that could reshape life on Earth. While the chances of such an event are slim, even a small asteroid could cause significant damage if it struck a populated area or triggered secondary disasters like tsunamis. In 2025, advancements in space exploration may bring us closer to colonizing other planets. NASA, SpaceX, and other organizations are already working on missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. However, Nostradamus' warning suggests that our focus on the stars should not blind us to dangers closer to home. An asteroid impact isn't the only concern. Space debris, solar storms, or even conflicts over space resources could pose new threats. Nostradamus might also be alluding to humanity's hubris, reaching for the stars while neglecting Earth's problems. Could his prophecy be urging us to balance ambition with caution? As we venture further into space, we must also address the risks that come with this new frontier. Nostradamus' final prediction for 2025 touches on a topic as exciting as it is unsettling: genetic engineering. His quatrain reads, "From the human flock, 9 will be set apart, separated from judgment and cancelled. Their fate will be determined by their actions. They will be regarded as divine in understanding." This could signify breakthroughs in genetic modification, enabling humanity to cure diseases, enhance physical abilities, or even extend lifespans. However, it also raises ethical questions about how far we should go in altering nature. The 9 set apart might refer to a group of genetically modified individuals, possibly the first generation of bioengineered humans. While such advancements could revolutionize medicine and agriculture, they also risk creating inequalities or unforeseen consequences. For example, genetically modified crops might solve food shortages, but could also harm biodiversity. Similarly, altering human DNA could lead to unintended side effects or societal divisions between those who are genetically enhanced and those who are not. Nostradamus' words caution us to approach these advancements with wisdom and humility. As science pushes the boundaries of what's possible, humanity must consider not just the benefits, but the moral and ethical implications of playing God. And there you have it. 10 of the most chilling predictions Nostradamus has left for us to ponder as we step into 2025. Whether you're a believer, a skeptic, or somewhere in between, it's hard to deny the power of his quatrains to ignite curiosity and spark debate. Nostradamus doesn't just give us prophecies, he gives us mirrors to reflect on our actions, our choices, and the world we're building for future generations. But remember, no prophecy is set in stone. Even if the future seems written, humanity has always had the ability to rewrite its fate. The choices we make today can shape the tomorrow we want to see. Let Nostradamus' eerie predictions serve as a reminder. We are not powerless in the face of destiny. We are participants in its creation. What do you think about Nostradamus' prophecies? Do they fill you with fear, fascination, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who would enjoy exploring the unknown, and subscribe to the Interconnected Zone if you haven't already. Together, let's unravel the mysteries of life, one discovery at a time. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the cryptic world of Nostradamus. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep your mind open to the possibilities. After all, the future may be closer than we think. and the answers we seek may be hidden in plain sight. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and remember, the mysteries of the universe are waiting for you here in the silent message.